Hello, my name is Sarah. I'm a small artist and I'm definitely not wearing a wig right now. So the internet has completely ruined the world's image of what it means to have any sort of spiritual connection with crystals. I want to explain crystal meditation specifically properly because it's not all delusional, I promise. And I know you're gonna roll your eyes, but it's been made to look so delusional. It is not. Even ancient civilizations appreciated or even worshipped different types of crystals as a sort of spiritual connection. Why is this? I want to know. I like learning about the historical and spiritual significance of different types of crystals. And I like trying to figure out why these people would feel the way that they did about them. This does not mean a rock will make someone fall in love with you or make you pass a test. That's not how this works. I do not worship rocks. This does not mean a crystal will heal your broken bone or get you the job you want. Crystal meditation, for me specifically, is about connecting with the Buddhist concept of oneness with the earth, between a consciousness net and creating prompts for meditation. We're connected to the earth in every way. It supports our life. You are one with the earth when you breathe in its oxygen, when you drink its water, when you eat from its fruits. The earth yields the requirements that we need for homeostasis. Oh, I felt my necklace when I did that. Whoopsies. Alright, okay, let's go on then. The thesis of human life is a connection to the planet that brought it to you and maintains it. We don't understand how life came to be, but the commonality between everything we know is this nice wet orb we live on. Juicy ball. To start my explanation, I want to dive into the science behind human energy fields. This isn't just a pretentious concept, it's been proven. According to the government website to the National Library of Medicine, the human energy field is defined as a luminous field of energy that comprises a person, extends beyond the physical body, and is in a continuous mutual process with the environmental energy field. It is dynamic, creative, non-linear, unpredictable, and flows in lower and higher frequencies. The balanced human energy field is characterized by flow, rhythm, symmetry, and gentle vibration. If you've ever dealt with the whole, I'm not touching you, if you've ever dealt with that shit, you have a little bit of an idea of what it's like to feel that energy field. If you've stood near something and were able to detect its presence without touching it or seeing it, or knew someone was near you or entered the room without seeing or hearing it, you have a brief idea of what it's like to feel an energy field. All tangible items on Earth have a detectable energy field that our brain waves respond to. The energy field is existent also in abiotic factors, although they can't experience it to our knowledge. Nevertheless, they are a part of this Earth, and this Earth has an energy field that extends up. The gravitational pull, the moon is all the way up there, bro, and the Earth can still. We are within the energy field of the earth that provides us with life. Everything created in this world has some kind of earthly material at the root of it. I mean, that's all we were working with at one point. We just had to kind of build from there, so. Everything we do connects us to this planet. Everything we know stems from this planet. Evolution and adaptation are in response to the earth. It's no wonder we would feel so attached to it. Animals migrate mindlessly based on magnetic attraction to the poles of the earth. People can know north from south, from east from west without having to look at a compass. These are all examples of a connection to the earth and its energy field. Biophilia is a term coined by Erich Fromm. According to Wikipedia, biophilia describes the connections that human beings subconsciously seek with the rest of life. We gravitate towards the earth, literally and metaphorically. Our body craves the world outside. We love the animals the earth has created. Everything we know has connection to the planet. Even rocks, baby. Even nice, pretty, beautiful little rocks that I like learning about. The School of Philosophy and Economic Science writes, "The life and fate of soil and humans is and has always been intimately linked. We are connected to the earth, indeed made from the earth, and eventually will return as food for the earth. Soils consume, digest, cycle, and store nutrients that serve as the molecular building blocks for all forms of life." Becoming familiar with a crystal's energy field and just how to detect that, it'll start to help you understand that feeling of worldly connectedness. Items that you're not necessarily touching, but are all connected by Mother Nature. Think of crystal meditation as sort of a godless prayer. Now, I mean, you can practice a different religion with Buddhism because Buddhism it's not based on any sort of God. It's more of just a method of living life. I particularly like crystals and flowers because I think it's really cool that the earth can produce natural, beautiful, bright, colorful things. It just things come together to make these wonderful things. In dialectal behavioral therapy, the main component is mindfulness. Mindfulness is the ability to live more in the moment and less in your head. This is achieved through grounding exercises like meditation or really taking in the world around you. Paying attention to your 5 senses is key to grounding. I apply these concepts in a way when I'm practicing crystal meditation. Having crystals on or around me, super stressed out, super anxious, it helps me pull out of that and come back to, okay, we're in this moment, we're not in that past moment, everything's okay right now in this moment. Along with this, knowing the historical significance of crystals that you're meditating with, it lets me be more appreciative. And then again, my mind can wander and then I feel the light weight of crystals around my body, on top of my body, to avoid anything overwhelming. Get out of here. Specific historical examples. Crystal Age states, the word crystal comes from the Greek word for ice, as it was believed that clear quartz was water that had frozen so deeply that it would always remain solid. The word amethyst means not drunken, and was worn as an amulet to prevent both drunkenness and hangovers. Hematite comes from the word for blood, because of the red coloration produced when it oxidizes. Hematite is an iron ore, and the ancient Greeks associated iron with Ares, the god of war. Greek soldiers would rub hematite over their bodies before battle, purportedly to make themselves invulnerable. And Gem Society claims, lapis lazuli legends are among the oldest in the world. According to the ancient myth, the Sumerian goddess of love entered the underworld, carrying a lapis rod and wearing a lapis necklace. The combination of lapis lazuli and gold has been used to represent royalty for centuries. Think of Cleopatra or King Tut. Especially in Egyptian royalty, gold and lapis lazuli is incredibly prevalent. In Egyptian amulets, lapis is used alongside turquoise, carnelian, emeralds, and clear quartz. I can think back on those historical connections and just imagine the beauty of the crystal from a new perspective, a new appreciative way. Jade was and still is incredibly valued in China. Chime instruments, armor, masks were all commonly made of jade. The masks were used after someone's death. They would be put in their coffin with the jade mask on. There's also the mystery of the Hope Diamond, a blue diamond necklace decorated with the slightly more common clear diamonds. Every single owner of this necklace was of status and suffered either a horrible life or death while wearing the necklace, or both. The diamond is said to be cursed because of this. Beep, 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 beep. There are also many groups who have used crystals in medicine, especially when it's in defiance of using modern medicine or invasive procedures. Crystals have significance in religion, the Renaissance, birthstones, just all throughout history. One thing that I think is really cool about them is that you can hold one crystal and you can look at it and you can know this is so old. It took so long for this to form, and these very specific conditions had to form in order for the crystal to turn out the way that it did. I think that's so amazing. I think that's amazing. It makes it a little bit easier to feel like you're really connecting with that past. Selenite is a powerful, hydrated calcium sulfate that forms in sedimentary environments like hot springs and is found in large beds. Selenite's a very common one. And I got a bunch in the other room. Oh, mamma mia, I spent way too much money on rocks. The beds tend to crystallize out of saline water. The name selenite comes from the Greek moon goddess, Selene. Selenite is an insulator and often feels warmer to the touch than other crystals. Metaphysically, selenite is said to not only cleanse a meditator's negative energy, but also to cleanse and charge the crystals around it. Smoky quartz is known widely for its ability to ground a meditator, bringing them in touch with their root chakra. The root chakra is the energy center that connects us to the earth. Imagine it in the balls of your feet. Balls. Smoky quartz is a translucent variety of quartz that appears in shades of brown, gray, and/or black. It's clear quartz that's been tinted darker as a result of underground radiation. And amethyst is actually just tinted quartz by radiation. It's not even It's just quartz. Its history of absorbing radiation in this way has been linked to the stone's apparent contribution to neutralizing electromagnetic stress. Metaphysical crystal experts say to keep smoky quartz around the devices that you use on a daily basis, electronic devices. The example that it gives is a computer. I'm not gonna dive very deep into this whole concept because rabbit hole, but just a little bit of an overview kind of just what chakras are. So I've practiced Buddhism and it's heavily based in mindfulness. Chakras are a connected concept which can also be applied to meditation. And Buddhism heavily pushes meditation as well. It's very healthy to let your mind empty. You know, on a Mac, you can like empty your trash bin. That's what you gotta do with those lobes. Chakras align with the idea of enlightenment. This is a process that's said to happen over lifetimes. Deeper and deeper into the concept of Buddhism, we talk about reincarnation. And that's where it starts to attach a little deeper with Hinduism. Reincarnation becomes a prevalent topic. And even in a non-spiritual sense, you can still practice crystal meditation. If you've gotten this far, I don't know, say something, tell me, leave a like. But practicing mindfulness and Buddhism is it's like high-key great for your mental health. Like, it helps me a lot. I'm not a very spiritual person. I'm not a religious person. But just that mode of meditation and that kind of structure for life, it really helps me. Every crystal has its own specific softness and coloration. Learning more about crystals, it becomes easier to identify fakes. If you see a crystal in a retail store, that is stained glass. In summation, when I do crystal meditation, I practice appreciating the earth and my physical body. Now this next part is a little bit of a hot take and this is just my opinion, okay? Metaphysical properties, I feel like exist in the form of placebo more so than anything else. Gonna ask out your crush and a crystal tells you that they're gonna say yes? Okay, that's gonna make you more confident. You're gonna present more confidently. You're gonna be more willing to ask that question. You're gonna be more comfortable. Nervous for a job interview? and a rock tells you that you'll have luck and you'll succeed. Baby, that's not all due to the aventurine. But see, then it's arguable, because then that rock is still influencing you to get that done. It's the idea of manifestation. It doesn't work oh, this person's gonna fall in love with me right now. Oh, I'm gonna gain 10 pounds of muscle. Whatever, you know? It's not like that. It's just concepts in prayer, and it's just prompts and things to brainstorm. Placebos have immense power. I learned a lot about this when I was a psychology major. That was short-lived. Oh my gosh, I just learned so much about myself, and I was like, wow, I'm going crazy. I need to switch majors. And then I said, I'm an artist, which was a huge jump in income range. Okay, bye.